What's up, Whooper Gang? It's Vice here, and I'm doing a quick deck profile. Today, we're going to have a look at the Raikou and Ampharos deck, Stormcaller, I believe the deck is called. So what's it all about? Here's the Pokemon on the front of the theme deck. Raikou has the attack Lost Voltage, which says if you have any lightning energy cards in the Lost Zone, this attack does 90 more damage. 30 plus 90. So, what is the Lost Zone? You might be wondering. Think of it as a bit of a removed from play area. But there's a lot of cards out there that refer to the Lost Zone in some way. Raikou is one such card which refers to it by saying if you have any lightning energy in the Lost Zone, this attack does 90 more damage. So you might be wondering, how do you get energy into the Lost Zone? Well, you use this Ampharos with the ability Unseen Flash. It says, once during your turn before you attack, you may put 2 lightning energy cards from your hand into the Lost Zone. If you do, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. Fantastic ability. This card, top to bottom, is great. Okay, the ability is fantastic. Having a 100% chance paralysis ability in a theme deck format is incredible. And it's the way that you can turn the tide, the tempo, if you like, of a game with this deck. And Split Bomb is incredibly interesting as an attack as well. It does 50 to 2 of your opponent's Pokemon. So it can hunt things down on the bench. You can set up game states where your opponent has no way out because they can't retreat to the safety of the bench anymore. And you can Split Bomb a couple of times using Unseen Flash in between turns. Well, not in between turns, but during your turn to prevent your opponent from doing anything about your active Ampharos and winning via bench damage. It's fantastic. You've got this Naganadel rounding out your main stars of the deck, charging up once during your turn. You may attach a basic energy card from your discard pile to this Pokemon. So one of the key things that you really want in a good theme deck is the ability to get energy into play faster than the single energy attach rule. And this Naganadel is exactly that. So this deck can buy turns with the paralysis, and you can also get energy into play faster with charging up. So just a really fantastic card. Turning Point is, it's somewhat average on the damage output. 80 for 3 is not exactly what you would write home about, but the secondary effect, which says if you have exactly three prize cards remaining, this attack does 80 more damage. That's heaps. That's a lot of damage that you can put out with Naganadel. So you need to play around that 3 prize turn. And so does your opponent too. So, look, I've got some games coming up. If you enjoy theme deck content, if you'd like to see more of this, let me know in the comments. Maybe like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate everybody that's been subscribing lately. It helps a ton for the success of the channel, and it really helps me continue on with what we're doing here. So, I'm Vice Games. Enjoy the games. I'll see you next time. Take care. Goodbye. Raikou remarkably weak to Whooper. That's right. And don't you forget it. Bit of an ordinary open here. We're looking at a Mareep. And there's not a lot else going on. Hey, the artist is not printed. The illustrator... Oh, wait. 0313 is their name. Well. Interesting. So, we're up against Rillaboom, which we know to be somewhat slow, but very hard hitting if it can get going. So, let's see how we go. Looks like they've got quite the ideal open. All we can do is this. Hit done. They get to turn 2 call for family. It's quite ideal for them. And then if they get their second turn, which is Eldegoss, they may run away with this game using Snorlax. Let's see if we can stymie their progress a little bit. So 1 head's on the timer ball, we get a Flaffy. 2 heads, we're going to get Flaffy and Ampharos. Alright, timer ball. How interesting. If they have Gossifleur in hand, it's easy to imagine they'll have the energy as well. So I don't think using Escape Rope here is very good. I think we're just going to use Thundershock. You would have ended stream. We've gotten 3 tails in a row. Think about that for a moment. How's them odds? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Energy comes down on the Snorlax. Let's see if they grab the Eldegoss. If they don't, that's good news for us. Razor Leaf. Alright, well. Second energy on the Mareep. Thundershock. Hey, I've seen games of standard less exciting than what's going on screen at the moment. You know? So it could be worse. Nest Ball. Fantastic. We are going to grab ourselves... Well, what do we grab ourselves? What do we want here? I think it's going to be Smeargle, right? Have they played supporters every turn? Have. See, a different line is to go the Furfrou, because we also threaten the knockout on the Gossifleur. So I'm going to try it. Energy. Thinking about using Energy Switch here. I value Escape Rope enough to want to keep it. Let's return. Alright, Zip Striker comes down. We can Lightning Energy. What? Potion. The counterplay. They're not going to need Eldegoss for this game. Kid is going to get them exactly what they want. Bit of a shame. We can try and be a bit rude. Let's try and Thundershock stall them. Cotton Ride. Hello. Not the Pokemon I would have picked. Okay. Be afraid, everyone. It's going to get rough. Energy. Blitzel. I kind of want to burn the Escape Rope to try and draw more. Let's do it. They might fear the Thundershock as well. See, everything on their bench is fully evolved. So we could go the Thundershock, you know. I sort of don't think it's a good idea. Lily. Okay. What are you gonna do? Cotton Ride, bro? You gonna Cotton Ride? Leaf Step. So they're just going the KO route. Fair. That's fair. So I got a scheme. Let's draw 2 off Lily. Yeah, Smeagol. Put Smeagol on the bench. We're not drawing anyway with Furfurrow here, so let's Thundershock. If we get the head split, yes. All right. Buy ourselves another turn. Okay. We're just denying prizes here. We're trying to give ourselves the outs, the ways. Research. That would have been nice to use Stunning Likeness with. Maybe Stunning Likeness. Maybe I shouldn't have gone the Furfurrow route, but I don't know. Sometimes you just have to make a choice and see what happens. And then, you know, if it goes well, if it goes wrong, you just keep it up here and refer to that knowledge next time when it matters more. This is what practice is all about. You just gotta try. Alright, I'm gonna retreat. We're gonna go into Smeagol. Likeness. I feel like it needs to be research. We do lose a stretcher, but that's fine. We need some gas, you know? Gotta get going. That's what I'm talking about. Fan Club for the turn upcoming, very good. Paralysis in the hand. Okay. We'll work it out. We're getting there. So Ampharos plus perhaps a Kukui puts Rillaboom down to 120. And then Raikou comes in with a KO. Alright, Flaffy, you're up. We need you. Now more than ever. The double Kukui. Rare. And mysterious. Alright, so Stretcher doesn't really do us much. We're gonna Fan Club. We need Raikou, and I think Poipole will be the pick. Hi, James. Kukui is a manly man. That is true. These are facts. So, paralysis on the Rillaboom. We just need to overcome... Really, it's just the Rillaboom that we need to overcome here. Let's split bomb. 50. And we'll dole another 50 out to Snorlax. Keep this board under control. We're gonna have to find a way to get this Raikou up and going. Although we do get another split bomb off on the Rillaboom, so maybe we can get it done with Naganadel when it's online. Thanks for dropping by, James. Thank you. I will need it, considering how the trajectory of this game is going. Alright, 1 lightning energy in the hand is a good start. 2. Even better. Now, what can we do? I think that it's got to be lightning energy to the Raikou here. Right? I think that we have to do it. Oh, we can also stretcher our Naganadel, right? It's gonna make the rest of the game a bit spooky. It's gonna make the game a bit spooky because we're out of stretchers now. But we're gonna try. Charge. Yeah, this is... Well... You know what, it's not so bad. Hello. 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 Playing the most annoying deck? Well, the nod. You know how it be. You know, maybe it would have been worth paralyzing again. Hard to say, hard to know, you know. What do we value more here? I think Naganadel always gets value here, but doesn't get value necessarily on the turn following. So we're going to do it like this, charging up. Okay. I don't think I want a Kukui here if I can help it, so we're just going to use Turning Point. That KO. Right. 10 damage on this Eldegoss. It already only has base 80, so Naganadel will get the work done on this Pokemon. Pratik, welcome to the stream. You just lost to this deck? Unlucky. Alright. Choosing to put energy on the Grookey of all places. Let's put a lightning energy. I actually want it on the Blitzel, funnily enough. And let's play Lady. Just to improve the quality of the cards that we draw from here on out. And I think developing a second Naganadel is very good. There's an argument to use charging up there, because you could energy switch if it survives, but it's fine. It's fine. Alright, so we've evened it up. The board is looking a bit more steady than it did, you know, 6 or 7 turns ago. We're up to turn 22. We are down to 5.25 minutes. So let's try and use our time wisely. We want to try and grab ourselves some energy. I think Raikou in the lead here, right? Has to be. Whimsicott has to be the play. It's going to be perfect timing for our Naganadel on the turn upcoming as well. So that's good. Let's charge. Alright, energy. I think we'll put a Mareep down, because it would be nice to have a full HP one for the late game. So we're trying to work towards getting an Ampharos online, which means we need the Flaffy first. Whatever they send up is almost likely to get knocked out. Only Rillaboom with its colossal 190 HP survives a Kukui-empowered Turning Point. So, let's see what happens. Rolling Tackle is not really going to cut the mustard, so to speak. So, let's see. It might give us a moment of pause. Alright. They're drawing down to 2 cards remaining. We could paralysis lock them out of the game. Like, they may regret that line. You know? I'm going to Thundershock them. I'm going to Thundershock Kukui. Which is funny. That is what I'm going to do. That is the line. that I will take here. Alright, Kukui. We'll use Nest Ball and see what's in the deck. I think that Raikou is very good to have in play. Energy. And we use Thundershock here. So it puts them to 160. Unfortunately, no paralysis. But we remain at 3 prizes remaining to take. Nah, I wouldn't have done that. But I can't know what's in their hands, so we'll see. Not seeing our other Flaffy has been a bit of a bother, hasn't it? Not cry every time you be paralyzed for like 5 turns. That's no good. It's no good. Alright, so we're going to use Charging Up. Energy. And then we use Turning Point. That gets the KO. Now, unless they have an energy switch, they are not attacking with heavy impact. So, you know. What do? What do you do if you're this player? Because your decisions become a lot more difficult now. Hey, Ramon. Good evening. Welcome back to the stream. How's your day been? It is past the halfway mark for the week for me, so I'm already looking towards the weekend. Rolling tackle from our opponent. Alright, let's draw. They have 1 card remaining, you know. They have 1 card left in deck. So it's also very tempting just to try and paralysis shock them. Alright, let's do this. We can do this. Glad it was over. One of those days, huh? So, I don't like any of these choices. We're actually just gonna let it go. I mean... I think we really want to go for paralysis. Because if we get just 1 paralysis off, it's looking good for us. I guess we'll put that down. Thundershock. Come on. Oh, dude. But that's it. No cards left. They can't take 2 prizes. Oops. Despite some unlucky flips this game, and despite how rough the open was, we got there in the end. GG. Mareep is a fine open, right? But also, Poipole can potentially be a turn 2 Terra. Hey. Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? Vinod, how often are the theme deck videos? At the moment, maybe 1 a week? Maybe 1 a week. Depends on how many I decide to play. Sometimes it could be 0. Sometimes it could be 1 or 2, you know? I've got a bit of a theme deck video in the works, in the back of my mind. I've got an idea for something that's going to be Maybe a bit more interesting than your usual fare. We'll see. Alright, energy on the Poipole I think always needs to happen. So next turn, probably Fan Club into either Furthrow or Farfetch'd. And both of those Pokemon names have F's at the beginning of each syllable. You ever think about that? Farfetch'd, Furthrow. An early energy onto the Thundurus. Let's grab Flaffy. Fan Club will allow us to grab... So we probably want the second Mareep. Fearow. It's probably going to be Smeargle, right? Although they didn't... No, they did play a supporter. Am I going to regret this again? Is this going to be mad regret? Yeah, that's right. That's right response. But then is not now, and tomorrow is not now neither. So we can relax, play some Pokemon cards, you know. Take it easy. Bit of a slow turn rather from our opponent. You'll love to see it. Let's Nest Ball. What is the grab here? Poipole, perhaps. A second. And let's use Return. Happy to see so many regulars in the chat. You have the day off? Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. I've got a day off coming up next week, but my days off are never really days off. I need to help my parents move. So that's what I will be doing. So, I mean, this is a fantastic turn for us, right? Let's go energy onto the Flaffy now, and I think Copycat. Let's do Copycat here. It's not huge, but it's fine. Alright, take the KO. You're attending classes online, Emerald? You know, I was always a very studious student in uni, and because I always felt like I needed to always be in attendance, I physically attended every single class. Even when they told us, like, you don't have to come in if you don't want to. It never sat well with me to do that. Not that I'm saying that you shouldn't, it's just, I guess just the way that I was always wired, you know? So I think it's going to be Kukui here. I've got to try and find a way to get a KO on this Tornadus, right? So I think it's always Kukui, or I can Escape Rope and try and do something else with the turn. If they put up Thundurus, it's kind of still possible. So, I always Kukui this turn. Always Kukui. And then Timer Ball is really good, actually. If we get the Ampharos here, it's a KO, right? Yeah. But I want to get as much as I can out of this turn, you know. Let's Unseen Flash. Because I need to do that eventually, right? No. Or I think I might... I sort of want to keep the energy in hand, you know. No. We'll do it like this, right? Okay, and then we're going to return. And then draw. Okay. We had to give that turn a bit of a think. Because I wanted to draw more cards with the Furfro. It's called multitasking. Good luck with the move. It took you 3 days. Yeah, so my dad owns... He's been working on a convertible for a very long time. It looks nothing like the original car. It wasn't even a convertible at the time. And I've got to help him move it to the new house. So that's going to be interesting. Yeah, we see my face, Jeff. We see my face today. Bernard, you like Stormcaller and Blazing Volcano? They're both good decks. How do we know if it's Flash if it's unseen? Well, take my word for it, is what I'll say to you. So, I really want to do 50 and 50 over here and soften up our opponent's Pokemon. So, let's do that. Let's do this. Okay. Retreat into the Ampharos. Use... Let's do charging up over here. Split Bomb. And you know what? That Thunderous is outside of the range required to knock out Ampharos here. So we've got that going for us. We want to keep an eye on our time. We're winding down in our available time for the rest of the game. You got to think about your time as a resource. You really need to use it up. Because you don't want to make mistakes, right? I only just saw your message, 10 Cent Phoenix, sorry. So, what is the best theme deck to buy? Yeah, I would say the deck that I'm playing against, Soaring Storm, will give you the most consistent results. I think. Oh no, misplay? Misplay from them, maybe? And snap to the bench, yeah. So any Pokemon that they pick to do the 40 to is good by us. Except this, we probably... Oh? Thunderous Gale? Odd. I mean, I'll take it, you know? I'm considering using Escape Rope here, to be honest. Because we can take anything out on their board. So let's Escape Rope. Because I'm not afraid of the Thunderous. And it means that we can keep our Ampharos online. So... yeah. It's Voltage. Okay. And so now we're on the 3 prize turn, so we really want to use Naganadel on the turn. Stormcaller's control deck, so unless draws are bad, you're going to win. Maybe. I think you could attribute that loss condition to any deck. If you draw badly, you're probably gonna lose. Alright, let's see. We got Thunderous. We do just want to swing with the Naganadel. So here comes Raikou. Let's Timer Ball here because we do want to try and develop the second Flaffy. Okay. Is Rillaboom deck good? It can be. Charging up. Energy. Charge up again. Turning point for a big 160. Thank you very good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Energy comes down onto the Lantern. And we go down to 2 prizes remaining on board. 5 minutes 12 on the clock. So we're doing all right this game. We've been allowed to get going. 110 HP remains on the Dragonite. Might be an unseen flash turn. If you face fire, you're done. Yeah, that is the problem with Rillaboom. It can be all right, but fire decks, you gotta be able to deal with fire because what is it called? Relentless Flame, Charizard deck, quite strong. So just bear that in mind. Pulled a Ray VMAX. Well done. I do like Ray. I wonder if Ray in current standard is good. Could be interesting, you know? Interesting line here. Right, we can do this. Very interesting line, because we can go Kukui. Let's do it. Ampharos. We got the energy switch in hand, which is very, very good. So we can go just regular attach and energy, right? Oh, maybe that was... No. That's fine. And now we can Unseen Flash. Paralyze our opponent's active. Okay, and then we can Split Bomb. 50 and... Oh. So hopefully they don't... Oh. No. This is the sure thing, right? We do it to the active. Neither of these Pokemon can evolve. The reason why I'm not doing 50 to the Pidgeotto is they can evolve into Pidgeot. So we do here and here. Now, even if they escape with this Dragonite, our Ampharos on the bench will seal the deal. So I think this is GG. Maybe this deck has a potion? I can't remember. That would be like the only out. So there's the switch. I kind of expected that. But yeah, I don't think that this deck has healing. I can't remember. Hurricane Charge will perhaps allow them to attack. But there is no running from the Split Bomb. No healing in Soaring Storm. Thank you. Call response. Confirming the theory. KO from the Dragonite. Proudly swinging for 170 damage with Dragon Impact. Bears a heavy cost. 3 energy discarded, but... it shouldn't matter. We promote the Ampharos. And with our multiple outs in the hand, Split Bomb, 50 and 50, takes the last 2 prizes. double knockout. And it's the game.